A song wells up from the depths of me. On, on, forever forward, onward, beyond. Long, long is the road, as is my yearning, endless, unmeasurable. Towards a horizon which shimmers and flashes and vanishes, one foot strides before the other incessantly. The sights and sounds and tastes of life set me aflame, a dream, adrift upon the seas of the senses maddened by the moon. A song wells up from the depths of me, mangled, fragmented, unspeakable, like a shout from the soul which bellows out its pain. Not for a breath is there rest on this road, one pole set against another constantly, driven as I am by truth, but entangled with desires. Thirst entices me towards oases in the mind, which evaporate like dreams when I stoop to drink. As everything I've striven for, struggled for, in time has slipped away, stripped of significance, leaving me turning, burning, raging in my nights and days, torn between the light, the fires. At the anvil. With black and furrowed brow, with pick and pen and sweat and frown, twixt the gold and the granite, birth and the anguish, in the dark and the deep, by the light of a lamp, I mine the mental mineral from my mind. At my forge with spark and thought and hammer, with knotted fist and spitting tongue I twist alphabet and drink, in the dancing shadows of a fitful flame that flares with fiery breath and bellows, that shapes and animates the thought I wrought from molten flesh and spirit. In the smithy of words, where rhythm and rhyme, by the beat of the heart and the beam of the moon, pass the boundaries of space and the bindings of time, I hammer and bend, worry and weld, with ratchet and mallet, chisel and tongue, letter and verb, consonant vowel, to the wind-raging trees and the storm-tossed sea, the love-maddened heart and the hoot of an owl, the upside down and the inside out, till the fetters of reason lie in confusion, and the sun at midnight suddenly blinding, in the flash from the anvil, my paean, my song. Something stands between me and my nature. Something stands between me and my nature, for I reach for your hand, but hesitate, then the moment is fled. Forever now I'll agonize, how it might have been otherwise, and to what sweet fate it might have led. Love is not a game. Love is not a game, though we sometimes play it as if it were, saying one thing when we meant another, then kicking ourselves with anger, and wishing we could unsay the thing we said when we meant another. My desolation and your delight. Your swirling skirt, blue as heaven, and your body beneath it, white, milk white, which writhes, which glides to the music over the earth, disquiet me utterly this summer night in Italy. Your corn-colored hair, braided like a crown around your head, pours like waterfalls to your waist, where his hands laid lightly on your hips steer and glide you through the night, to my desolation and your delight. still unsung, much breath. Still unsung, much breath must cry with voice, for the world's not full turned yet, there is life. A quickening in the heart, words awakening in the tongue, words which will a world speak, if but brokenly, the whole. World has risen up around and driven me to action outwardly. And that which crouched within me latent, she has torn from me. And I've gone crying, singing, cursing out to her, much breath expending. World once fluid, blending, now is solid, distant, separate. And she, once part of me, now's apart from me. And I, gone maddened out to her, am stricken, startled, vexed, the way back barred, for mind has fixed too much with comment. Oh, to flow back into myself and be at peace. I need take notice of that dream, in which, in flowing back, I flow upstream. Turning head and heart. By the river, in the silver night I pipe. The willow weeps, I laugh and leap. It's May. Blossom sails hither thither on the water, white flotillas. I wend my way, topsy-turvy, kiss the moon. Tumbling about with wine, I have the heavens turning around my reeling head and heart. City of the Eiffel Tower and Seine. Sometimes, even now, my thoughts, like flagships, sail back to you. And for a while, aflame with a brimming joy and an unfathomable pain, I walk again, your hand in mine, in the city of the Eiffel Tower and Seine. Ariadne. Now that shit's gone off and left you, with pitch-black sails and pitch-black heart, he's cutting the dark Aegean to make triumphant entry into Athens. 3 cheers for Theseus, slayer of the Minotaur. Intent upon his name, his fame, and for the sake of convenience and of expedience, he forgets what you, with your churning heart by the breaking sea, cannot. That you brought him through his depths, with your thread and at your peril, with all your love and trust, and all the self-forgetting a woman does for man. So now he's sorted out, he's off, to claim his prize, the people's praise. 3 cheers for Theseus! But where's the good in that? He's gone without his soul. Whilst gutted on the edge of the deep, cruel sea, distraught, you weep, you rent your hair, and at any moment you might plunge into the black, black swell, to meet some other Minotaur and emerge no more. Ariadne, don't do that. One who's truly great is on his way with all his train, to sweep you off your feet and set your crown forever in the skies.